Good morning, uh, my eugenetics. Kumusta? So, eugenetics, after 1 week, we, we had started steamy stories that I experienced. And at this point, I would like to make a disclaimer. Everything I told here happened to me. So, if there are people who are thinking that they are in my stories, especially the steamy ones, I would like to apologize because I don't intend any harm or embarrassment or whatever is there. I just intended to tell my story. So, again, this is a disclaimer. Now, eugenetics, we are now at reading number 18. Now, this thing happened in Bangkok. The next story happened in our European run. All Europe flights for Philippine Airlines started in Bangkok. Bangkok was a very much sought after station by the crew. Our meager daily per diem went a long, long way. Everything was very much affordable to the crew and to his per diem. Touring around the city was a cultural diarrhea, so to speak. Food in Bangkok was heaven with a purgatory price, I should say. The nightlife delivered the coup de grace. Whether you are in Patpong or the respected lobbies of hotels, home was never far away. That was what happened to us one evening when we learned that our stay in Bangkok was extended for another 4 days before we went home to Manila. We were at our hotel lobby then. We came from downtown and we were discussing what to do with the 4 day per diem that would be given in the local money currency, Thai baht. Let's go get a Thai massage, one steward shouted. I said, I'll pass. I am very tired. Don't be a killjoy. It's just here at the lobby. Besides, what do we do with so much Thai baht? You can use that in Manila. The majority won. The normal way of settling arguments. I walked at the tail of the four stewards. The massage parlor was sunken at the least populated area of the huge lobby of our hotel. I tried my best to give all kinds of reasons to split up with them, but to no avail. They would have none of it. While one was almost dragging me, one recited, all for one for all for one for all. And so I decided to go with the group to have a Thai massage. Unsure of what to do, I watched as they did their thing. They went first and paid at the counter. Then they selected the most beautiful and sexy available young girls at the aquarium. Very beautiful, very young. When it was my turn, I settled for the normal chinky-eyed Thai beauty with spotless complexion, a sociable demeanor, and a young, respectful smile. She led me to a private room with a bed and a jacuzzi. The light was subdued like an omen of what secrets normally occurred there every day. She was wearing a white short shorts and a white upper sleeveless polo, which was just inches wider than her bra. In her struggling command of English, using simple nouns, pronouns, and verbs, she told me to undress. I hesitated. Roaming around Bangkok on a very hot sunny day was no joke. And here was a sweet smelling woman telling me in a very nonchalant way to undress in front of her. I hesitated, and she toned down the light a bit more. Force of habit. When I took off my shoes, she did not react. Perhaps she observed and smelled the same smell every day. After I took off my shirt and my pants, I lay down on my stomach. It was an action coupled with an ingredient called embarrassment. But it was nothing to her. Take off your brief. I thought again of the culture shock that Mrs. Dina Guzman told me. Well, I felt obliged. I was naked in front of somebody I didn't even know. Or at least she told me when we met that her name was Nong. And she was taking off what she was wearing except her sheer bra and a pair of panties. My male hormones started to position themselves in an attack mode. I could feel the stirrings, manly stirrings. With her bra and panties, she sat on my bun to start the thigh massage. With her skin rubbing against mine, my naughty self thought, and I wanted to sing, Que sera, sera. She rubbed her body all over my body, skin to skin. Whoever invented this massage, it was my question with shades of gratitude. The only part of our bodies that did not touch each other was our lungs. It's a joke. Really, just our lungs, everything was there. She touched everything. Now let us go to the jacuzzi, she said as she started to take off the ultimate defenses of her womanhood. We entered the water like Adam and Eve were at creation. My hormonal anger was very obvious and frank. She placed liquid soap in her hands and started to wash me, starting from the undying proof of my male virility. She told me to wash her too. When a person is busy, time really flies. So many things happened there that I won't mention here for responsible journalism. 1 hour was never enough, but like any good thing, it had to end. Before I left, she said, "Please do not forget my name. Nong. Call me Nong. I'll be off at 10 o'clock tonight. I will come to your room. Just call the office." When I arrived at the lobby, everyone was already there with sour faces. And I said, "Why?" They all got the most beautiful girls. But the irony was they were not allowed to touch even their hands, much less get naked at the jacuzzi. They hated to believe my story because it was too good to be true in their situation. At least for them, I knew they never believed my story. Bangkok was a never ending adventure, but our story has to end. There are other stories that I have to tell you some other time. So, eugenetics, oh, much as I want to tell everything, I remember responsible journalism. And please just supply your thoughts with whatever you want. I'm a man, I'm a virile man, and so it's up to you to to conclude anything you want. So, ladies and gentlemen, our next story will be already in Europe. So, eugenetics, I have to end it here. Thank you for your little time, kahit bitin. And thank you, and I love you. Have a good day.